Department of Computer Engineering and Information Technology. Semester 3rd. Subject DMS. Subject code 22319. POD Principle of Database. Subject code 22321. This subject is for Information Technology. IF3R. Chapter 1 Database System Concept. This chapter name is in TMS subject, the database management. Learning outcome of this video: data modeling using the ER model. ER model, that means the entity relationship model, including some subtopics in the data modeling using the ER models. The first is entity, second attribute, and third Chapter 1 Database System Concept. Data modeling using the ER model. That's mean entity relationship model. ER stands for entity relationship model. This model describes the interrelated things of internet in a specific domain of knowledge. An ER model is a composed of entity types which classify the things of interest and specifies relationship that can exist between the instances of those entity types. Figure shows the ER model. The A, B, C, D, E, F is there, but the components of B, C is belong to the A, as well as the components of D, E, F is belong to the B, C, A. That means it is the hierarchical types is there, the tree structures is there. In data structure, you learnt about the hierarchical models as well as tree structure. Then some advantages of regarding the entity relationship model. The first is the simple design. Second, effective representation. And third is the connected with a relational model. The fourth is the easy conversion for ER model to other data model. And fifth advantage is the straightforward relations representation. Now, the first is the simple design. Then how it is simple design? The in entity relationship models is the simple and easy to design. It shows the logical view of the data and aids the relationship. This model is easy to understand. So it's called as the simple design in the data entity relationship model. Second is the effective representation. The presentations of the entity relationship models is a very simple and effective. The programmer and the designer can easily understand the flow of the system by referring the ER model. And mostly the ER models is the use for the developer or the programmer, because how to going from one to another steps, and it is the showing in the easily in the entity relationship models. The second is the connected with the relational model. The entity relationship model is connected with the relational model. Due to these advantages, we can develop a well structured design. And fourth is the easy conversion for ER to other data model. In previous slide, we have seen in this ER model allows the specifications of the enterprise schema and the represent the overall logical structures of the database. Nowadays, database related to the real world application, because very vast and complex, represent a relationship between the different elements of the database becomes the difficult. Now student, now you are seeing the Facebook, any social media, WhatsApp, multiple users are there and multiple data are there, so the complex are created in the database system. So easily you can take the data from your database. That's why using the ER models. And ER models simplify these tasks. It is nothing but a design technique for the database. It is a graphical techniques which helps to understand the organize the complex data which should not depend upon the actual database implementation. The real world objects can be easily mapped with the entities of the AR model. In the real entity models, a graphical representations of a database system is generated. Diagrams are used in this model, and these diagrams I will explain in the next slide. These diagrams are known as the entity relationship models, and ER diagrams are there. Some basic concepts in the ER models are shown in here. The entity sets, attributes, relationship, and constraint and keys are there. Then now we discuss about the entity and entity set. What is entity? An entity is thing that exists either physically or the logically. An entity is nothing but a thing having its own properties. In an entity you can say as an object. These properties helps to differentiate the object or entity from the other objects. An entity set is a set of entities which share its the same properties. An entity may be a physical object which is a house or a car. This is the example of the entity. It is the house or a car is the entity, or an entity may be a logical concept like an event such as the house sales or the car service, or a concept such as the customer transactions or the orders, and these are the logically concept in the entity relationship. In a company employee, suppose in a company employee is the entity set which has the similar properties like employee ID, employee names and salary. That's like this in a college. Your ID, enrollment numbers, your roll numbers are the different things in the. So it is the similar properties like the company and like the college system. There is a difference between an entity and entity types. An entity type is the category. An entity specifying in an instance of a given entity type. There are usually many instances of an entity type. Then the types of entity. There are the two types are found here. The strong entity is called as the regular entity, and the second is the weak entity. First, strong entity. If an entity having its own key attributes specified, then it is a strong entity. Student, listen carefully. If an entity having its own key attributes specified, then it's a strong entity. Key attributes is used to identify that entity uniquely among set of entities in an entity set. For example, next is the attribute. An attribute is a characteristics of an entity. Entities are represented by means of their attributes. All attributes have their own specific values. This is the main things of the attributes, that all attributes have their own specific value. For example, an employee entity may have the employee ID, employee name, salary or attributes. In our database management systems, and the attributes in a database component such as the field and the columns of a table. For example, the entity student has attributes like a student ID, student name. In this, every attribute has a value like a 10 ID, the value for the attribute student ID, and and any name of the student's name is the value of this section. Then there are the types of the attributes: the single value attribute, multi-valued attributes, simple value attributes, composite attributes, and the derived attributes are there. There are 5 types of attributes in a single value attributes. A single value attributes is the attributes which can hold a single value for the single entity. For example, in the entity student, student name is the single valued attributes, since the students have a single values for the name of the attributes. Next is the multi-value. Just like single value is hold only single values, but then the multi-valued attributes is hold the multiple values for the single entity. Just like in the entity student, the attribute student contact number should be considered a multiple value attributes because your mobile's number is the 10 digit numbers. Then the simple attributes, and attributes whose value cannot be further divided is known as the simple attribute. This means it is the autonomic in nature. For example, in the entity student, the attribute student age cannot be divided. Therefore, student age is the simple attribute of the student entity. Then, next is the composite attribute. The composite attributes are the attributes which can be further divided into 2 subparts. These subparts represents the basic entities with their independent meaning. For example, in the entity student. Now, next is the relations. In the real world application, what does one entity do with the other? How do they connect to each other? What is the relation? Why relations in the AR modules? Then, for example, an employee works as the department. A student enrolls for a course. Here, works at and enrolls are called as the relationship. Then degree of relationship, that means the degree of relationship refers a number of entities participated in the relationship. Number of entities participate in degree of relationship, that means unary relationship, binary relationship, ternary relationship, and quaternary relationships. The first is the unary relationship. A unary relationship exists when there is a relation between the single entity. A unary relationship is also known as the recursive relationship, in which an entity relates with itself. For example, a person can be in the binary relationship. A binary relationship exists only when there is a relationship between the 2 entities. In this case, the degree of the relations is the 2. In the unary relationship, the degree of the relations is the only 1, and it is the relation between the only one persons are there. Then, in the binary, it exists is the 2 relationship, 2 entities are there. So, the example, a teacher teaches the student, and this teacher and the students are the 2 different entities. Ternary relationship. A ternary relationship exists when there are relations between the 3 entities. Binary, 2 entities, unary, single entities, and the ternary relationships is belong in the 3 entityship. In ternary relations is the degree of the relations is the 3. Example, figure shows the ternary relationship. The student, person, teachers are there. A person can be a student and a person who can be a teacher. Here teacher, student and next is the quaternary relationship. It is the exist when there are the relationship between the four entities. In this relation, the degree of the relations is the 8. Then figure shows the teaching faculty, employees, non-teaching faculty and management faculties entities are there. And then the four entities: employee, management faculty, teaching faculty and the non-teaching faculty. And thank you.